Hello and welcome back guys to another video. It's been a while. Today we're gonna be looking into another build. This is a full physical crit build. As it is a bow skill. Let's get right into it. Again guys, if you're liking the video, please leave a comment, share, subscribe. Any questions, please leave in a comment. I'll get to you as soon as I can. Please check the timestamps for all the details that you want to look into, like runes, links, skill, awakening, etc. Stuff like that, relics, they'll all be in the comments. I will pin it so that you guys can take a look. Okay, um, let's get into it. So we are looking into one of the most or least play uh, build right now for bow skill, since it's a little bit complicated, due to the fact that it is attack, melee, strike, physical, projectile, bow, and overheat. Overheat meaning you can use bow gun, meaning you can use dual wield bow gun. You can do that as well, and or you can just use a bow, right? So that's the requirement for the skill. You can use bow or bow gun. Okay. The awakening I went for was source. Um, let's break down the skill. So typically the skill is a physical bow skill. The reason why this is least play is because one, it is a melee range skill for bow character for bow user. Also, it gives you a ton of speed. Um, it can cap up to the highest speed possible, which is 11,000. Uh, for this skill particularly, compared to other bow skill, this has the maximum amount of projectile speed. Okay, uh, and then we also have numbers of arrows. This can go up to like so you get 3 to begin with. So you can then link to like multi-shot, or you can use parallel multi-shot, which then turn it to like a straight line. Okay, there's also this. Um, then it has also piercing count, which is 2. The default is 5,500 projectile speed. The more you level up, the better the projectile speed as well. So the reason why I went for Source Awaken is then because I want, since that it has 10% damage hitting the same enemy repeatedly, so that way you want to have a lot of amplification on this, and piercing. Okay, number one thing about this build is piercing. I give you 1 pierce count, um, about 30 projectile speed, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, about 30, yeah, 30 projectile speed, 5% damage aim against elites. Okay, and 6 projectile aim per pierce count, or per pierce. So that means it can go up more. Now the thing is, it won't show on your tooltip, right? This will show in like a DPS sheets, right? When you start testing it with dummies. So you get about 5% against damage against elites. I mean, you're fighting boss, you can melt them really fast. Then you get 6% projectile damage amplification per pierce, um, which is great. Okay, and then let's go into the secondary skill, which is typical Thorn explosion. Okay, for extra damage on bosses as well. Okay, there's this secondary skill, awaken source, for the amplified damage amplification, area damage amplification. This is great. Okay, so you can do that. Let's take a look into the runes. We got find weakness. If you are not crit cap, please use find weakness, and seal of crit. Don't use seal of strike. Seal of strike is when you're crit cap. Okay. And then you got fighting spirit for tankiness. Of course, you have again number one rune is piercing. Piercing rune give additional pierce, meaning now the skill would stack more damage because 6% per pierce. So you technically have pierce counts of 6. 6 times 6, that's 32. 6 times 6 is 36. 36 percent damage amplification, projectile damage amplification. Okay, it is also a projectile tag, right? It cannot chain, it cannot split, but at the same time you can pierce to all enemy. So you don't have to use Thorn Explosion. You can use just the skill itself with an additional amp, meaning you can use like extra attack speed, or more projectile damage, or physical damage, or any melee runes that you want to use, like Grand Approach, so you can be more tankiness. But this is for ideal for 202 right here. Okay. So, and then we have piercing. You want to awaken piercing to soul or for source for more pierce count. And then I have melee damage amplification. Okay. I have amplified projectile damage to get more physical damage, and a lot of projectile 5% more damage application on projectile, right? Link rune, spell trigger rune, attack hit. It's a red one, and then you have your typical concentrated strike, mana storm, and then another physical projectile here for thorn explosion. Okay, for additional damage. And then I have the enduring pain for collect to reduce mana reduce resource right here. Go lower, right? Reason I want the stack and the damage for melee damage. Okay, and then you want trick shot for more mobility, roll for more mobility, disarm use count. I'm using zero strike instead of zero crit. Please use zero crit if you're not crit cap. Okay, zero strike for additional strike damage, and then enhanced range for more effect, right? For the aura seal effect, and then mana damping on all three of this. Seal domain, seal condense. I turn it to source so I get more physical damage when it's buffed. And then you want to use marksman. Marksman give you additional 1 count of pierce, so that's 7. Um, Again, that's 7. You can have more projectile, um, but I keep it at 7 so that all 7 pierce, all 7 arrows will have piercing. Okay, and then there's also projectile damage amp, and then hit rate. All right, and then the healing skill, the tenacity, give you HP on use. You get 18% HP. This can go higher, about 20 something, and then regeneration. And then you have buff on hit, and then I have CC removal with self justice, and then I have rune here for attack speed, and then here for more damage amplification for physical right here, and then the defense enhance rune, so enhance this by 10%. Yeah. Okay. There's that. Now we're gonna look into the gears. Gears you want again bow. You want the highest crit bow, which is 11 right now. So you want crit rate, like this is your typical um, crafting. You want crit rate, damage, attack flat, and then attack damage. Okay, and then percent flat and percent. Don't worry about the lightning. I got unlucky with that, but yes. So if you get a good legendary roll, use it. Okay. Again, armor penetration, projectile damage. It's great. Melee damage is also good. Um, and dampening damage taken reduction here, and then uplift, or you want overpower to be the main one. Lots of attack speed and attack crit right here. Strike, physical movement speed, projectile speed. Here more crit, more attack speed. Same thing here. More physical crit damage. Right, and then here resource dampen, and then here more crit damage, crit rate. Oh, excuse me. So you want you typically want a lot of crit rate on your charms. You want to do a lot of crit rate on your charms. You can also do chance of double hit, which is good as well. But you want a lot of crit rate, crit damage, and damage. You can get damage, crit damage. Right? You can do damage, crit damage, strike amp, also really good. You can do damage, crit damage right here. You kind of want crit rate, right? Crit rate, crit damage. Unlucky with that. That's fine. Um, that's good right here. And then you want to use um, all three. You want to use all three of this. It's going to take all three effects, okay? All three blessings is going to work. You want Hamal, Burial, and Leo. You want all three of that. And then you can also um, turn it to Elemental. Then you can get Caster, right? So you can do Burial, Leo, Caster, and your element, which is Lightning, etc., okay? Lightning is better for the Lightning proc, Lightning Shock. Shocks give make your enemy take more damage, so you can you can turn it to lightning, which then gives you more damage on top. Okay, right now this is a physical, so we're gonna stick with that. So that's the gear. Now we're gonna look into the relics. So the relics, what I went for is lots of strength for armor and health, and then I have the buff called sensor stimulation, which then give you lots where you take more damage. That's why I took the armor with decreased damage taking. That's 3.4%, 5%, and then I have the effect enhance, and I have the last one, which is when you cast the buff, you take less damage when the buff is active. Okay, so when this is buff, you take 7% more damage. Now I actually negate that 7 damage with this right here, with the 3.5 damage taking dampening. I'm taking less damage, 3.5%, and then when the buff is cast, I take 4% from the relic buff, from the relic skill. Uh, right here, the enhanced damage decrease. Okay, so then I basically cancel that out. Okay, so all I'm getting is the 15% damage amplification for free. All right, and then I have Leo for attack speed and movement speed. I have Speaker for the more physical damage and double hit chance. And then Scepter, I'm gonna go with Chaos Resist. Okay, or hit rate for more damage, but Chaos Resist is better for tankiness. Again, guys, remember this is a tanky bow melee build. Okay, you have to be close. So now we're gonna take into the uh, masteries. So masteries, I went for um, damage. Mine's level max level already, so I went for damage. But you want to do 3, and then you want to do 5 on crit, and then 5 on damage amplification, right there, which is good. Then you can get more tankiness. Like you can go gear dodge armor over here. Then you can go enhanced skill duration here, which is good for a lot of damage here. It makes your enhanced skill last longer, which is good. And then you can go for more HP amplification here, right? You can also do that. And then you can also do more HP here, more damage here. If not, you can go for more potion effect or a seal. Okay, but this is the one you want. A lots of HP, very tanky right here. So we can take a look. Right, you can play around with that. Okay, but most please try to cap on your critical rate. Um, so yeah, try to cap on your critical rate. So this can go up to 400. 400 would be 100%. Right now, this is say 100% because you have the runes on. So right now, this is the actual from the gears that you have, and then plus the runes. Okay, right? It changes when the monster level goes up. So you can see that's the damage I'm doing right now, and Thorn Explosion is just doing this damage as well, right? You can see the orange, darker yellow. That's the double hit or triple hit. Okay, as you can see. And then we got relics, we got mastery, we have Zodiac. Zodiac, what I went for is this, so I can take that for the 50% more damage. And I went for dodge, for more dodge right here, and then here, and then here, right? HP node, 5 right here, more dodge there, and then here I want the HP regen. Okay, I'm not worried about the mana. I just want the HP regen on hit or HP on hit. So then it's kind of like a life steal because I'm gonna be really close. And then 6 here. And then of course here, projectile damage, melee damage, and that's 100% damage right there. And then this here, increase buff for 2 seconds when I crit. And then I went here for that right there. Here, I take more damage, but I can't regen mana. That's fine. I mean, not take. I do more damage. Sorry, excuse me. Time to hunt. Detect prey. And then 3 here. And then specialize. 1. I took more attack speed and convert mana. And then here. And then here for acrobat. Acrobat give me 2 more projectile, okay? And then capable give me more attack speed, more crit rate and crit damage. Depends on the dex and strength, and then dex and int. Okay, there's that. And I stack a lot of strength and dex, and just kind of keep that to 200 so I can use the market conditions for Zodiac, where you require to have right here um all 3 of them 200 or more. Okay, there's that. And then now we're gonna test the damage out. Buff my steel and go. You guys can see that it's really close. You have to be close to it's not, I mean, it's decent. um you're just gonna pierce through everything, and you're just gonna hit everything too. So what another way is you can turn this to parallel multi-shot. So then this, instead of being um, a um, cone, it's gonna be a straight line. And I feel that it does more damage when it's a straight line than it is, you know, being a cone. Because then you can clear a lot faster. It's bigger too. Because this is just a small V when it's closer to you, and it spreads out bigger to you. So it requires you to be close. It requires you to be keeping it a distance so that you can cover more maps. But if this was at a line, it will be different. So here, let me show you. So if I were to remove one of the runes, and then I were to put um, parallel, right? You can see that it's bigger coverage actually than the cone. So I will put this here, and then this here. All right. Um, so as you can see, it it's a bigger coverage, and you can see that I can be around uh, about 700, about 800, 800, 800 range, and it covers way more, and it pierces through all of them. Okay, and we can test that right now. It is better than a cone, to the fact that um, to the fact that it it's a bigger and wider. Okay, and it can pierce through everything, so you don't have to worry about. Now the range isn't that as far as the other build skill, but the fact that it can pierce, which is good. So like again, so in the beginning you see how when I was testing the skill damage, it was less, but once I put multi-shot in, it just skyrocket, right? The reason why is parallel multi-shot make the skill more compact. So everything is gonna be stacking on each other. So that's why you see it's a lot more than before, a little bit more, right? This is great for clearing maps if you use parallel multi. Um, but the only reason is that in the beginning this needs to be at least level 30 for you to get the projectile damage amplification. If not, that rune and multi-shot, it's gonna decrease your damage a little bit. Um, because it's gonna level 1 is gonna dampen it, meaning it's gonna reduce the damage, but it gives you a 2 additional. That's fine. But as long as you keep it level, you get the additional damage amp. It's not a lot, it's not a lot of damage amp, but you're getting additional full, right? Same thing with multi-shot um, as well. So that's why I kind of like focus more on damage than utility or conveniency, right? Now we're gonna go take a look at the maps. Again, so guys, please leave it in the comments and subscribe. Um, any questions you have, it means a lot. I'm trying to get that 500 mark. Every subscription means a lot to me, and I hope you guys enjoy what I've been putting out. Um, and we can go into a map real quick. Okay, just do a quick map to see how smooth is this, or not smooth at all. Again, guys, you can turn this to lightning, which then is more damage, because you can use full blessing at one time. Make sure it is Boreal, Lil, and then Caster, and then your. Alright. So this is the only bow skill that you can use both melee and projectile, and yeah, melee and projectile. So you're getting all the necessary dodge amplification, armor amplification, and HP amplification. So you can see that this build can go really far if you can invest in like tankiness, um, compared to like other skill where. So technically this is kind of like seal strike, but for bow user. So you can be a tanky bow user. So you don't have to be a tanky sword shield build, right? Sorry guys, I'm getting really laggy for some reason. All right, super laggy. So yeah, I think it's not gonna work. So I'm just gonna leave it at that.